Well, hello. The frozen wastelands of Cherry Beach. Nice bike though, bro. The frozen wastelands of Cherry Beach. Yo, how am I not gonna make a goddamn video called Safety is Total Shit? TFS, total effing S. Why? Talk of safety is for unsafe people. This is the starting and ending point of this goddamn thing. Only the paranoid survive. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is clip number 2 on my jog because there was too many sound violations. So this thing right here, right? Who am I? I'm the guy getting on here, and yeah, if someone drowns on a frozen lake, I'll take care of it. Don't worry, right? Like this graffiti up here, kids are smoking their bongs in here at nighttime, guys. So now, safety. Yo, I shot a video at the end of this pier here the other day, guys. Right? And Ty Lopez, by the way, tylopez.com, Mr. E-commerce, just like Alex Becker is crypto monk / cyber monk, and Gary Vaynerchuk is Mr. Social Media, right? Doing what I'm doing right now, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing right now, which is making endless YouTube videos for months, 18 months, this guy, Gary Vaynerchuk, wineguy.tv. He still sells wine by like the truck full and container full. Lovely white Arctic fox type of dog over there. Rough times when you're so white that you disappear from sight and mind. Whenever the snow falls, eh? Rough life. That's why you get mistreated, dog. All right? Rough times when you're that white. Yo, the poor dog has its head hunched. It looks like it has been mistreated. Yo, go cycler. Yo, show us how it's done, guy. Fucking A right. And he's got like a racer. Look at this man. Yes, bro. You gotta fail in front of your kids to teach them how it's done, bro. You're going on YouTube as well, sir. Sorry. Now, guys, safety. Safety is like this. My ass. Safety. Okay, I'm a security guard trained guy, right? And so I clambered up here. There's a sign on the back of it. It says lifeguard on duty, no lifeguard on duty. There was, on this video I made at the end of this pier, it's called Frozen Lake. Okay, walk to Cherry Beach. There was a parasail or some nonsense in the middle of the lake just 2 or 3 days ago. It's gone. So that's the kind of guy I am, right? So now, if you know what you're doing, not only do you not need to be told or do not want to be told what to do and how to do it. This is the Canadian ethic. It becomes your moral obligation to inform others. And it's adrusu bighayri alsinatikum. You have to teach without speaking. Like this dog, right? Looking at the great beyond. Anyway, so now safety is like this, okay? I worked at... Why am I talking about safety? Because the prior video to this, which I had to stop, I hope I've uploaded that, guys. There's this huge site, okay? Don Ellis or CBRE, Richard Ellis, or whatever, these goddamn guys, developers, okay? Yo, there's big business, and then there's big construction, I suppose. I don't know, like it's all mob to begin with, so the mob is for the little guy. Everyone knows this, right? The mob is all about the little guy. So then if it's mobbed, I'm happy with that, right? Like GFL, Ghetto for Life, these garbage trucks. Yo, construction, modern day construction and unions and garbage were created by mobsters. Does that make any sense? So to say it's mobbed, it doesn't mean anything. Like a well-oiled machine, guys, doesn't run by itself. Okay, so now in Torontopia, you've got all this construction. Okay. It's not a 10x situation, it's a 100x situation. Construction in Torontopia, and again, there was a lifeguard in duty, because yes, I would have taken care of anyone falling into the lake, right? So I get to sit there and pontificate, right? But I wanted to talk about safety, and it is interesting and important, and you do need to take precautions vis-a-vis COVID, just like you need to smoke the occasional cigarillo. We're in denial with a smooth operator smoking cigarro. This is a song by My cock is much better than yours, he says this. My shit is much better than yours, with a feeling so pure, leaves you walking through the door and coming back for more. We're in denial. We're the smooth operator smoking cigarro. Like they got 2 or 3 albums, Hypnotized and Mesmerized. They're insane. They're insane. They're absolutely insane. They talk about doing drugs, needles sticking out your arms. And it's like, is this good for the kids? Because they're also from Azerbaijan and they put that goddamn Armenian genocide on the map. Like this guy, Erdogan, killing Kurds. Right? Turkey, the Ottoman Empire. My cock is much larger than yours, with a feeling so pure, leaves you walking out the door. So now I gotta clamber up these steps. I got 2 options. And option number 1 is you look at the sky here for a couple of seconds. Guys, shit. I just went into the ice. Fuck. Mr. Safety, eh? Mr. Goddamn Safety. That's it. I'm gonna freeze to death now. My God, I just went into the... This is what I'm talking about. Someone's got to do this. I just went right at, like, my foot. It's like dripping water right now. So this is the kind of YouTuber that I am, my dear people. I'll still continue this goddamn rant. Yo, these shoes are gone, though. Like Gandhi, my socks are all wet. What the hell am I going to do? You got to do some fucking thing. Like, this is Survival 101. The reason it's a big niche is because, like, survival and outdoors and knives and hunting and fishing and shit like this, it's a big deal because, like, for example, in Canada, if you man up, you go to jail. And that's great because then you become a soldier. You'll be like, what's up with that? Yeah, that's what's up with that. That is what that is. It's self-explanatory, right? So now, safety is like this. I am the guy... I hate to boast and brag, but I gotta tell you what the deal is. I used to work at construction sites. Okay, I used to be the guy ministry licensed, kind of, because I watched a couple of videos and they gave me 2 or 3 pieces of plastic. And my security guard license is expired and defunct because I have a criminal record now. Okay, so now, whatever, I could still work as a security guard and I could still produce a fake license and nobody calls the ministry, and I am way better than the average security guard in terms of I know what the F I'm doing. I just was schooling some guards in our building. CMA, CYA, Charlie, Mary Alpha, Charlie Yankee Alpha. Okay? Mike rather than Mary. But we say Mary because nobody says Mike. Right? Mike is the letter M. Cover my ass, cover your ass. That's security. Cover my ass means you have a notebook. Hey lady, give it a goddamn break, will you now? Hey, what's the matter with you? Torontopians. Huh? Croatia? Shame, shame. Morocco? Pendejos. Anyway. Canada made it to the FIFA World Cup for the first time in 30 years. And it's like, yo, they didn't score a fucking goal. And the question is this good or bad? It's nothing. It's total shit. It doesn't mean shit. Like, they got knocked out by Morocco and Croatia knocked Brazil out. It's pretty good in my eyes. The team that knocked Brazil out knocked Canada out. I'm given to understand. I was behind bars. This is actually when I catch up on a lot of news and stuff. It's the law of opposites. In jail is when I watch movies and CNN and CP24 and things like this. And the World Cup. And we're all banging on our doors, like regardless of who scores, right? Guys. Okay, construction begins with digging a hole. I'm going to stop this at 10 minutes. You got to have some kind of method to your madness, guys, in creating content. I'm the guy standing there with signs, okay, dump trucks, and there are cranes, and they're pulling the earth out. Like, there's a crane that will just come in. There's always a crane. The crane is the center point of the construction site. Crane comes in and digs a hole and keeps digging down, down, down. You get dump trucks, they pull all this out, then they lay the foundations, like then you get this big crane that keeps going up and it keeps building up the building. And this thing, the guy on the top there, he's got like this eye in the sky type of deal, robot jockey. Anyway, so now a ministry guy came round and talked to me because it was my side and I'm standing there with a sign. And he didn't ask me about a license or any fucking thing. He comes to my goddamn site, CMA, CYA, cover my ass, cover your ass. My job is, as the guy protecting my boss's site or my client's site, it's like I'm the eyes, like I'm the agent of the owner, agent. CYA is cover your ass. Like cover my ass means I write in my notepad every 20 minutes, like not on an external site. Like if you're doing patrols at as a concierge or some nonsense, right? Anyway, you write in this goddamn notebook and it's got to be black, okay? Ink, and you strike out lines and your initial changes because God forbid something should happen. It's just like insurance. You basically prepare for those eventualities that do happen. If you work in insurance and underwriting and things like this, then people have accidents all the time and there's multi-million-dollar lawsuits flying around all the time. And the rest of us, like my wife and I, like we're paying thousands a year for insurance, this kind of thing. Average Ontarian, thousands, couple of grand for a little shit box, right? Like the goddamn insurance is more expensive than the fucking vehicle, right? It's a scam. Like Detroit is all shit. Thank you, Mr. Elon Musk. And it's all financed. Like you pay like twice, like for the car's worth 20 grand, you're going to pay 40 or 60 grand all in at the end of that thing. It's a racket, and it's not a good one. Because it's not about the little guy, it's about the greedy guys. But insurance in itself is fine, and security is the same thing. Now, you've got a security guard sitting there on his phone the whole time, and it's like, what is this guy doing here? Like yesterday I walked past the site and there's glass and it's right in back of Eaton Center, and the security guard, he's sitting on the chair facing away from the glass with his feet up on the desk on his phone. And I'm the guy who walks by and there's some hot chicks coming behind me and I knock on his window and I'm like, look at the girls, just to let him know that there's stuff going on. Like you need to be patrolling. Like, can you do 2 fucking patrols to start with? You come to the site, you do an external patrol. Like with me, it's like looking for a place to lock my goddamn bike, right? And then it's like, you do 1 internal patrol. Okay, then you go fuck off and sit down at your goddamn desk forever. Okay, so then when you leave, you do the same thing. Why do you do this? Because you're going to cover your ass, CMA. Charlie, Mike, Alpha. Cover my ass, meaning if there's a sprinkler burst or some shit on the goddamn stairwell that some kid is going to slip and fall, this kind of thing, you're liable for this because CYA is cover your ass, your client, your fucking client. You're his eyes and ears. So, like, if this shack was my shack, like, this is the Canadian ethic, right? So now, like, you take ownership and some kind of Samaritan responsibility for things. Porter plane alert. Pew, pew, pew. Guys, I gotta leave. I'm at 13 minutes. I'm gonna wrap it up at 15. Safety is like the guy at the ministry telling me what it is. Okay, so let's just follow this plane briefly. It looks like an aeroflot, eh? Viva Ukraine, right? Pendejos. Putin fucked with the wrong country. This is... Yo, it's so fucking obvious. And it's like, yo, this guy, like, why did he not just fuck off after a month of understanding there's no chance he's going to get anywhere near Kiev? The president is, like, dressed up in, like, camo. I got camo on underneath here. I could show you. Look, I got camo on under here. I told you I'm prepared for any eventuality, right, guys? So don't call me a soldier or a miscreant. Call me a guy spotting planes, like this guy up here. He's looking at me right now. He sees a guy in the pier with green socks acting weird. Because he's a pilot, right? Anyway, so now you got to observe everything that's going on around you and within you. Okay, I don't get spiritual or anything. Safety is like this. The guy from the ministry comes by to my site. I'm there with a stop sign. He's fucking around. He's got some kind of vest and badge on. I didn't give a shit about any of that. I'm like, what's going on? What do you need? Don't fall in a hole. This kind of thing. He explains to me. Rough life, eh? Rough it up, asshole. What's the matter with you anyway? Rough life. Leashes? Rough. Anyway, so now the guy from the ministry tells me this thing. He's like, there are no accidents, there are only incidents. If someone was to fall off the end of this pier, that's on account of they didn't put up signage saying, don't step on the pier. Now they got some ropes and stupid shit here, and you could fall into the ice. Like, this whole thing is dangerous, more or less. So, like, my whole thing is, like, people are gonna mind. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna take this broom, and I'm gonna prop it up over here so people don't come by here. You're gonna fall into the ice and onto the pier or some bullshit, right? So don't fucking do it, right? Don't fucking do it. You're gonna go in the ice. Like, this is Cherry Beach. If you come here and you go in that fucking ice, you're gonna get a goddamn case of, like, wet socks, potentially pneumonia, okay? And then some goddamn kid. This is my job, right? I don't hate kids or like them. That's not the point. The point is, I'm just telling you why safety is shit. It's total shit. How are you gonna... The world is gonna kill you one day. It's the dangerous place, in case you haven't figured this out. This fucking thing right here, there's no edge, there's no... You could just go right into this fucking thing. There was a parasail right on the lake here just a couple of days ago. I'm telling you what. So now, there's no accidents, just incidents. Which is that this is a case of negligence. If some fucker falls into this thing, then it's on the guy who should have put up a sign there saying, don't fall in there. Okay, so that's the word on safety. It's shit. It's shit. Precaution trumps safety, just like logic trumps empiricism. All right, whatever that means to you. All right, Google me, Zaidiboy, Z-A-I-D-I-B-O-Y, my original YouTube channel. I talk about empiricism versus logic, as in proof of God is logic, not empiricism. All right, more on that later, perhaps. I gotta go. Like, people are watching and I'm shouting and whatever, dude. My wife doesn't like this stuff. Oh, another Porter plane. Okay, another Porter plane. Check it out. These things are cool, right? Because Porter is right this way. Like, the plane's coming in, you'll see it in briefly, and Porter is down that way. Right, so here it comes. Lights are on, landing lights. Like, I don't know about flying or aviation or nothing. I fly in planes sometimes as a passenger. But you learn these things. It's like with the geese. If you watch the previous video to this, if I upload that, and it's the reason I gave this speech about safety, right? The previous video, construction site, open gate, they got this security company, and they have this amazing brand. It's a brand, it's marketing, and it's functional. It's this amazing sign. I want to take this video and send this to Frank at Metro Protective Services. Now, you hear the noise. Like, so if you just pay attention to life, I learned this from my good friend Cliff Robertson. He's a writer, he's a Navy guy, he's the man. We used to consider him more or less a walking encyclopedia. Anyway, I gotta go. I don't have time for this nonsense. Over and out. Thank you for watching.